Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Coach. Next, for habit number 5 from Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People ebooks, which is seek first to understand, then to be understood in habit 5. This habit has really opened my eyes to how I communicate, especially at home with my wife and my sons soon, because habit 5 stresses the importance of listening before speaking, and it really shifted my perspective on how to communicate effectively. Covey argues that true influence starts with understanding others, not just pushing our own views. When we listen with empathy and strive to understand where the other person is coming from, we build trust, cooperation, and more effective solutions. I capture conversation example from the Covey's ebook, page 120. Covey tells the story of an optometrist who gives a patient his own prescription glasses without first properly diagnosing the patient's needs. The patient protests, but the optometrist insists that the glasses are fine. This misstep illustrates how often we jump to solution without fully understanding the problem. The optometrist's mistakes is an excellent metaphor for how we sometimes fail to listen before offering the advice. And also interesting key quote in page 120 is, what are the chances you go back to the optometrist the next time you need help? Not very good. I would imagine you don't have much confidence in someone who doesn't diagnose before he or she prescribes. This quote actually hit me hard. It really drives home to the point that understanding first is essential. Without truly listening and understanding, our effort to help others can fall flat or even worse the situation. How it relates to my family life is, with a young baby, it's easy to fall into the trap of reacting to a challenge based on how I feel or what I think should be done. But I'm learning that the best approach is to listen first, whether it's understanding my wife's needs or interpreting my baby's cries. Listening with patience and empathy is a key, I think. By truly understanding my wife's perspective on parenting decisions, I can offer more thoughtful supports and solutions. In those quiet moments, I want to practice listening to my wife or my partner's and feelings before offering my own suggestions. This will help us build stronger, more communicative partnership and avoid misunderstanding. And as my child grows, my baby grows, I'll be able to apply this habit to understand their needs better too. And next, maybe how it relates to my working life as a marketing manager di Duada and my professional role. Effective communication with my team is crucial. When I'm working with both teams, instead of jumping in my own ideas immediately, I make it a point to listen to their perspective first. Whether it's a new campaign idea or feedback about something project, I ask open-ended questions and listen to their response carefully. By doing so, I gain valuable insight that help me make informed decisions, and I also build trust with my teams. Let's say, for example, when discussing a new marketing strategy with my team, I make sure to understand their concerns and suggestions about the execution process. Once I understand their ideas, I can then I can provide clear direction and solution that align with their feedback, making them feel valued and heard. I think that's all from me, Coach. Thank you for letting me share my thought on habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood section. I feel more confident in my ability to improve my communication with my wife and eventually with my newborn baby, and I'm excited to see how this habit will help deepen our relationship. Once again, thank you very much, Coach. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.